Hey folks, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, then make sure you share it, click like, click subscribe, click the little bell, comment in the boxes below. Let's get right on with it, shall we?
Most people don't know what these gadgets are. Did you ever use one? If there's one thing that's touched everyone in this world, it is technology. For some people, technology has really taken the world by storm and it has changed our lives in a very positive way. Can you imagine a time when you were not able to listen to any song that we wanted at any time? Yet, many of us grew up in a world where we had to sit and wait for a song to play on the radio before we could actually enjoy it. Times do change, and sometimes it helps to look back on what we once had so that we can appreciate what we have now. In some cases, it may fill us with nostalgia, but in other cases, it may make us wonder why we had what we had in the first place. For example, have you ever dug through an old box and found something that used to be very popular but just isn't used by anyone any longer? These objects can make us think back to the good old days, but for many of the youngsters out there, it may completely blow their mind that such a thing existed. That's the case with these objects, which may resemble an old coin, but are something quite different. At one time, every girl had to learn how to sew. There were certain essentials that were included in the sewing kit, including pins, scissors, a pin cushion, needles and a tape measure. Most people would be able to recognise those items today, even if they don't sew. But there are some items that are unrecognisable by many, including needle threaders. Admittedly, needle threaders do exist today, but these coin-shaped objects with a thin wire bent into a diamond shape were the most popular at one time. If you had difficulty getting the thread into the eye of a needle, they made your life a lot easier. Another item that most people won't recognise today is tailor's chalk. More than likely, if you could recognise the needle threaders, you knew what the chalk was for as well. 1. Church keys. If you hand this to a youngster today, they'll probably just look at you with a blank stare on their face. They were necessary before twist or pull tabs existed. They were used to open cans and bottles. 2. Record adapters. Is this some kind of low-tech fidget spinner? No, it's a record adapter. Very few people spin records nowadays, so these little adapters aren't easy to recognise. They were used to accommodate LPs to fit onto the record player turntables when the records were different. 3. Wonder Sauna hot pants. These were quite fashionable back in the 70s. People didn't wear them in public very often, but they were supposed to help with weight loss. It was a fad, and these inflatable pants sold like hot cakes. The idea behind these pants is that they would melt stomach fat and thigh fat while you did other tasks around the home. Today, we realise that diet and exercise are the only ways to do it.
Brilliant! I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you did, then please share it with your friends. Sharing is caring after all. Click subscribe and then click the little bell that appears so that you get notifications each time we upload a new video. We've got absolutely stacks of this stuff, so if you like these kinds of stories, you're in the right place. Let us hear your comments in the boxes below. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.